Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel GSI PUC Mysuru. This is the 6th session of our 3rd chapter, that is transistor amplifier. In the last few sessions we discussed how the different configurations of transistors will be working as an amplifier, that is common base amplifier, common collector amplifier and the common emitter amplifier. And also we saw the comparison of all these 3 types of transistor configuration amplifiers. Apart from that, we also did the DC and the AC analysis of the common emitter amplifier. Now we are going to solve some problem on this particular topic. This is the first problem. The DC base current of a transistor is 10 microamps. Calculate the AC resistance of the emitter diode of silicon transistor given beta is equal to 100. The DC base current of a transistor anta helidre, that is the base current IB whose value is equal to 10 microamps. And beta value is given over here, beta is equal to 100. Calculate the AC resistance of the emitter. AC resistance of the emitter anta helidre RE dash na ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. But we are having this formula RE dash, we derived this formula in the last class. RE dash is equal to VT divided by IE anta. But VT anta helidre threshold voltage. That threshold voltage for silicon is 26 millivolts divided by IE. But I don't even know the value of IE. But beta value is given over there. Beta is equal to IC divided by IB. We know this. IC is equal to beta into IB. Beta is equal to 100. IB value is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So, whose value is equal to 10 to the power of 3, 100 into 10 is 1000, that is 10 to the power of 3 into 10 power minus 6, which is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 amps. IC value is equal to 1 milliamps anta aitu. But in a transistor, IE and IC value are approximately same. Haudalva? IC and IE value are approximately same. So IE value is also equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 amps, that is 1 milliamp. That value I am going to substitute here. So 26 milli anta helidre 10 power minus 3. IE value is equal to 1 milli, 1 into 10 power minus 3. This gets cancelled. So I will be left with 26. RE dash value is equal to 26. Resistance agiradrinda the unit is ohms, so RE value is equal to 26 ohms in this particular problem. So try to analyze what is given. Base current kottidare, that is IB, and beta is given. You have to calculate the AC resistance, that is RE dash. By using this method you can easily find out. We'll see the next problem now. This is the second problem. CE amplifier circuit using silicon transistor is shown in the figure. Calculate AV, that is the voltage gain, AI current gain, AP power gain given IE is equal to 1.32 milliamps and beta is equal to 100. So this is the particular diagram what is given. Here silicon is used as a transistor and it is an NPN transistor. Here this is R1, R2, RE, RC and this is RL. Now first let us calculate this AV. AV is equal to RC divided by RE dash if the load resistor is not given. If the load resistor is included here, the load resistor is included. So the formula will be RC parallel to RL divided by RE dash. I don't know the value of RE dash also. So we are going to calculate RE dash first. RE dash is equal to, since it is a silicon transistor, 26 into 10 to the power of minus 3, that is VT divided by IE, where VT value is 26 millivolts. So RE dash is equal to 26 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by IE value is given 1.32 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Let us calculate this. 26 divided by 1.32 gives me RE dash 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 gets cancelled. So 19.69 ohms. The unit of Re dash is ohms. So let us substitute this value Re dash over here. Rc value, this is the Rc value and this is the RL value. Rc parallel to RL. So Rc parallel to RL anta helidaga, when only two resistors are connected in parallel, the formula is Rc into RL divided by Rc plus RL, that is both are in kilo. So 10 kilo into 10 kilo divided by 10 kilo plus 10 kilo, that is 100 into 10 to the power of 6, yake 6 kilo and kilo, 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 3, that is 10 to the power of 6. 10 kilo plus 10 kilo, it is 20 kilo, 20 into 10 to the power of 3. So 21s are, 25s are, this 3 gets cancelled with this. So I will be left with 5 kilo ohms. So let us substitute that directly over here. 5 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by Re dash value is 19.69. So 5 divided by 19.69 gives me 0.2539 into 10 to the power of 3 or 253.9. Since this is the gain, we are not having any kind of unit for that. So AV, that is the voltage gain, is equal to 253.9. Coming to the current gain, that is AI. AI formula is beta itself. The current gain will be equal to beta. So beta value direct kottradrinda, let me substitute that, and AI value is equal to 100. So AV aitu, AI aitu. Now let us find out this AP, that is the power gain. AP is equal to the product of voltage gain and the current gain. Voltage gain is 253.9 into 100, which gives me 25390. So there is no unit for this. So AP value is equal to 25,319. Voltage gain is 253.9, whereas the current gain is equal to 100. The problems are simple in this particular chapter, but you have to know the formulas for those particular parameters. Now let's move on to the third problem. This is the third problem. What is given? CE amplifier circuit using silicon transistor is shown in the figure. Calculate voltage across 5K, that is this, the voltage across 5K, IE, Z in base, Z in, Z naught, given Re dash is equal to 26 millivolts divided by IE. The voltage across 5K is nothing but the voltage across V2. Idana R1, R2, RC, RE, RL. So V2 na ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So the voltage divider rule ನಾವು use ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ. So using that formula, voltage across 5K, let me denote it by V5K. VCC into that particular resistor. Let us name these resistors R1, R2, RE, RC, and this is equal to RL. VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. VCC value is given over there, it is equal to 20. R2 value is equal to 5 kilo, 5 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by R1 plus R2, 45 plus 5, which is equal to 50K. 50 into 10 to the power of 3. 10 power 3, 10 power 3 cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 5 ones are, 5 tens are, 10 ones are, 10 twos are. So the voltage across 5 kilo ohm resistor is equal to 2 volts. Now I have to calculate IE value over there. IE calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we have to apply the KVL for this particular loop. This is the current IE which is flowing through the resistor RE. So ಈ loop ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು KVL ನ apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this will be considered as the voltage source that will be given to this junction, that is the base and the emitter junction, and this particular voltage drop. So V2 will be equal to R, V5K will be equal to the sum of the voltage drop across this junction and the voltage drop across this particular resistor. So VBE plus the voltage drop across the resistor RE. This VBE value is not given over here. So VBE value will be equal to 0.68 for silicon, and the same VBE value will be equal to 0.32 for germanium transistor. But in this particular problem, silicon transistor is given, so VBE value is equal to 0.68. Substitute that value. V5K is equal to 2, VB is 0.68 plus VRE is nothing but the product of current and the resistance of that resistor, that is IE into RE. So 2 is equal to, let me solve it at this step itself, 2 minus 0.68 gives me 1.32, which is equal to IE into 1 into 10 to the power of 3. So IE will be equal to 1.32 into 10 power minus 3 amps or 1.32 milliamps ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So we found out this IE value which is equal to 1.32 milliamps. Next, so Zin base is equal to, third one, Zin base is equal to beta into RE dash. Beta value is given over there, its value is equal to 100, but RE dash value nange gottilla, but first RE dash value na calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. RE dash is equal to 26 into 10 power minus 3 divided by IE value is 1.32 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So 26 divided by 1.32 gives me 19.696 ohms. 10 power 3, 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 gets cancelled. So I'll be left with 19.696 ohms. So Zin base will be equal to, beta value is 100 into 19.696 gives me 1969.6 ohms. So this is the value of Zin base. So beta into RE dash kottilla, we are going to calculate the RE dash first, then the Zin base. Now the fourth parameter, Zin. Zin is equal to R1 parallel to R2 parallel to Zin base. So R1 value gottide namge, R1 value is 45 kilo, R2 value is 5 kilo and Zin base value is 1969.6 ohms or 1.969 kilo ohms. So R1 and R2 are in kilo, so let me consider this Zin base also in the kilo. 45 kilo parallel to 5 kilo, R1 45 kilo, R2 5 kilo parallel to 1.96 kilo. So first let us simplify this. 45 into 5 divided by 45 plus 5 parallel to 1.96 kilo. This entire thing comes in kilo. So 45 into 5 divided by 50 gives me 4.5 kilo parallel to 1.96 kilo. 4.5 into 1.96 divided by 4.5 plus 1.96. The answer is 1.365 kilo ohms. So Zin value is equal to 1.36 kilo ohms. The next last parameter what we have to calculate is Z0. So Z0 is equal to only RC if RL value is not given, but here RL is given, so RC parallel to RL. Z0 is RC parallel to RL. Both the values are equal to 10 kilo, so the answer will be 5 kilo. 10 kilo parallel to 10 kilo, that is 10 into 10 divided by 10 plus 10, which is equal to 5 kilo ohms. So using these formulas we can easily calculate the parameters which is asked. So formulas ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಈ problems ನ solve ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, which gives you complete 5 marks. Clear? Now it's time to have a look on part 2 of the session. Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the session. In this part we are going to see about what is called as displacement transducers. This is another type of transducer. It is an electromechanical device used to convert mechanical motion or vibrations, specifically rectilinear motions, into a variable electrical current, voltage or electrical signals and vice versa. So LVDT is an example for the displacement transducer. LVDT stands for a linear variable displacement transducer. It requires 3 to 4 connection wires for proper supply and output signal delivery. Physically, LVDT construction is a hollow metallic cylinder in which a shaft of smaller diameter moves freely back and forth along the cylinder's long axis. So here you are going to find a core which is called as a shaft, which can easily move back and forth. LVDT works under the principle of mutual induction and the displacement, which is a non-electrical energy which gets converted into electrical energy. It consists of a cylindrical former where it is surrounded by the primary winding in the center of the former and 2 secondary winding at the sides. So in this particular picture, P stands for primary winding and S to the power of 1, S to the power of 2 stands for secondary winding, which will be present at the sides of the LVDT. And LVDT measures displacement by associating a specific signal value for any given position of the core. This association of a signal value to a position occurs through electromagnetic coupling of an AC excitation signal on the primary winding to the core and back to the secondary winding. That is, if you look at this picture, the primary winding is connected to the AC source and the secondary winding is connected to the series opposition connection. Whenever there is change in the displacement, the primary winding gets excited, which helps in moving the shaft freely back and forth, which in turn tell that there is the change in the displacement of that particular device. With this, let me conclude part 2 of the session. Thank you. In this session, we solved some of the problems. In the next session, I'll be coming with a new topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.